right, welcome to Footy258. I'm your host, Wazik Lee. I'm sitting here with my brother. I've known you too long, bro. I've known you way too long. My brother Jordan Brown. Man, listen, man. It's anytime that I see you, it's a blessing. I'm gonna get straight into it, or I'm gonna let you get straight into it. Then I'm gonna come with my own thing. Um, you've got news. You got something you want to tell the people here at Footy258. Tell the world. What's your news, bro?
Yeah, I'm just happy to announce that I've signed for Electric City FC, a new team in Canada. We're going to be playing in League One Ontario for the foreseeable future, at least the next season. And hopefully in the future, we can be a team that enters the CPL and a team that strives for greatness, as always,
Dope. Well, I mean, look, man, first and foremost, congratulations. I've always admired your football abilities and talents from a close and from afar. My first thing I want to get into is, how did this move come about?
Yeah, so I always, not always, but I did recognize this team from a long time ago. I was made aware from ex-GM at my old team in Canada, Calvary. His name is Rob Jenkins. Now he is the president of Electric City FC.
Dope.
And I saw that on Instagram, and Rob is such a great guy, and I wanted to, support him, support the team. I immediately was, interested and enthusiastic to see what he's got going on. Didn't know what he was doing really over there. Didn't know what sort of level the team was going to be at, but I wanted to follow them, to see what was going on, and already it looked great, The color struck me as it's a very unique color that the team's got, a kind of darker yellow, goldish color and black, which is kind of rare in football. The location is very attractive as well in Ontario, not too far outside Toronto, and so that was really when I first came across the team. And then literally just before the end of the year, I came in contact with Rob again, and he let me know that he was interested, and I just kept options open because I wasn't really too sure what I was going to do either. But as time went on and the more we got speaking, I was just really taken aback at how far they've already came in the process of making a team, because it's not easy to make a brand new team from scratch.
Right.
All these other teams have been in place for hundreds, well, not hundreds, but over 100 years. In Europe, MLS has been around for 20 plus years. Canada obviously is very new in this league, but you can see that there's a big difference between how some teams are run in Canada compared to the top teams, for example, Cavalry with their infrastructure, Forge with their infrastructure. It's a big difference to the other teams. So I saw a lot of similarities in Electric City FC compared to the top teams in the CPL. So I was always positive that it was going to be a good move for me. And obviously I've just joined and haven't actually been there yet, but I'm very positive and hopeful for what the future can hold.
Right. I mean, first and foremost, I think it's always important. I always tell people this is just as a thing. I think it's just the best thing ever that you have created history, being the first goal scorer in that league. And you also, you'll always be in the history books. No matter what happens, that league, they'll look, there's your name, first ever goal scorer of all time. What goals are you setting now? Knowing that you're moving back to Canada, which actually, let's make this a two-part question. Moving back to Canada, obviously I know that you lived there before, so what was attractive about that? And also the fact that you probably went into this first time around with Calvary thinking, you know what, this is new, I'm gonna try. So you lived in Canada before. I want to, first bit of that question is I want to know, what you loved about Canada, why you want to go back. And secondly, being the fact that you're a history maker there and you're joining a brand new team, I wanted to know what's your goals now going into it.
Yeah, obviously living in Canada was, if not one of the best places I've ever lived in my life.
Yeah.
For my family, it was always the number one decision of my next move.
Yeah.
What I was gonna do, because I wanted to make like a selfless decision for my next club, not somewhere where it's very individual, thought out in terms of how they view the players. It's not really family friendly. Most of the teams that I've played for in the last couple of years. So I wanted the next decision to be based around that. And, Rob's assured me on many things. And, although it's nice to be written down in a contract, but, it's also nice when you have that trust with someone. And, because that's rare in football, trust and people that are good people in football. That is so rare, obviously it's a cutthroat sport and a cutthroat business at the end of the day, and the dollar is the bottom line. But in the process, you want to get the best out of your players, and how you do that is making them feel as best as they can off the pitch. And he's assured me of that. Obviously I've never lived in Ontario, and that is like a really attractive location. Not to knock any other city. I've enjoyed Calgary when I was there, but obviously with Toronto probably not too far away, is probably more accessible for a lot of things. Maybe more relatable. Considering I'm from London. But yeah, I enjoyed my time in Calgary, and it was like amazing. So I have no bad words to say about being there, and I would be open, to moving to that city in the future. But for now, I think this is, the perfect thing for me.
Yeah.
And the second part question to that was, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, you said I asked you about goals. Obviously, you scored the first goal in the history of the league, which is huge. Your name will always be in the history books of that. But now that you're going back there, what's your goals now? What are you aiming to try and bring to the team, and for yourself? What's your personal goals?
Yeah, number one, I feel like I've come a lot with age. I'm 25 now. Yeah, I'm 25 now. So in football terms, I would say, I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
And I feel like, number one, in football aspects, I want to be a leader on the pitch, on and off the pitch.
Yeah.
A leader by example. I don't have to be someone who's shouting down the place or anything like that. Just someone who can give experience to the younger players, because most likely I will be the most experienced player in the team.
Yeah.
And of course we're going to be playing for now in like the second division in Canada until we're able to apply for the first division, obviously, because there's no relegation or promotion in Canada. But yeah, so we have to win that. Simple. It's not up for discussion.
Yeah.
We've already signed a couple good players who've played at a decent level already. Sweden, not MLS, sorry, USL, second division in America.
Yeah.
So already we're getting together the pieces that we need to make history again. That's what we're trying to do. Obviously I'm a striker, so I'm looking to be top goal scorer and stuff like that, but that comes with winning. That doesn't come with a losing team. I rarely see top goal scorer in any league where the team finishes last, for example. So I know that I'm going to have to be putting forward the team first,
right?
Not myself, and making sure that the team is right, and I can lead us to the promised land.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. So with it being a brand new team, obviously there's going to be like the teething things and coaches and learning and adjusting and things of that nature. Are you looking forward to having to maybe put, as you said, put the team first, number one, and obviously maybe having to, as you said, be a leader, but also help those kids or those younger players adjust? Because obviously you've been there before. You've been in Canada, whatever. Maybe some of these guys are moving to Canada, don't know, blah, blah. I guess the question I'm asking more so anything is how important is team spirit on this journey?
Yeah, you know, it's big, especially with the news that our coach he had to part ways for personal reasons.
Yeah.
So you know he's gone. But I don't think, me personally, obviously I haven't played in this league before, but it's not gonna be as good quality as the CPL. So I do know the little differences that it does take to win already,
Yeah.
because you know I was part of a team, a really really good team, that we did win the actual league table, you know, twice when I was there. So I do know what it does take, and you know I think in the league it doesn't really take too much if you've got good players, to be honest. As long as everyone's on the same page and they're structured and they know what they're doing,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make a difference too much in comparison to certain coaches. I think the details do come down when it's the last stage of like the playoffs, and not just with the coach, also with the players. Players do, you know, some players do crumble at those. Some players do stand up to it at those points in the big moments. So yeah, with player and coach, I know it's more of a case of when it comes to the playoffs. That's what we got to be thinking about, to be honest.
Yeah.
The league should be, you know, should come natural to us, where every game that we're playing, obviously we want to win, but it's not as pressurized situation as playing a final or semi-final. So yeah, leading the team, I think that's what I'm going to have to give them, and the knowledge that I've been there before. And, you know, right now we're doing well, for example, if we were doing well at the time, but, you know, there's greater things to come, and we've got to channel our focus in for that.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, I like to speak on the level of being a little braggadocious. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to do that, because that's the stuff people really want to hear. Obviously, again, history maker. That's always there. No matter what, nobody can take that away from you. Personal goals. You're going, as you said, you're going into the second division almost of the CPL. You're looking at this now, and you're probably thinking, you know what? I've done this before. I've been here before. I score goals. That's what I do. What's your personal goal? What's that lofty goal? What's the number? I don't know if you probably don't put numbers on it. I know when I played a little bit, I always put numbers every season. This is what I want to do. What's your number? What's the thing that you want to do the most of? How many goals do you think that you're capable of scoring in this league?
I think it's kind of hard to put an exact number, because you never know if you're going to over exceed that or under exceed that if you've never played at a level before. But you know, in comparison to some people I've played against already, and they've played at a level, I see roughly there about 15 is the mark of exceptional in that league. So it would probably, definitely be 15, I would say. I'd openly put that out there. Yeah. And then I would like to think that you know, it wouldn't just be goals, assists and stuff like that. Yeah. But the main goal is just lifting the trophy, if it's not me personally, like as a captain or whatever, because we don't know who will be a captain yet. But just being a part of the team, lifting the trophy, that would be the main goal for me, to be honest, and the main goal for everyone else. And that would, you know, that would help us in the next phase of what we're trying to achieve for this franchise, because obviously that's just the beginning of what we're trying to do. So you know, final minimum, because you know how finals can be sometimes. It's sometimes just on the day. Yeah, exactly. So final minimum, but lifting the trophy is obviously the goal, and especially with the team we're building and the signings I heard we're making, then I think that should be just the first thought on everyone's head, to be honest.
All right. So when are you making that move over there? When would this fans be expected to see you in the city, see you in the town, see you around, see you on the pitch?
Yeah, so our season starts in May, but I'll be there April for pre-season and everything like that. Yeah, I'm trying to be, you know, as reachable as possible in the community. that's what we're trying to do as well. That's a big thing about Canadian football, and you know, the new teams in Canadian football, that you know, you'll be a big player and a big part of the community.
Right.
Considering, for example, in Peterborough, we're going to be the main team.
Yeah.
So everyone will come
Well, no,
on a weekend to watch us, and probably a lot more noticeable than it was in Calgary, because in Calgary it was like 3 teams, probably even 4 sports, to be honest. Above us, you had Canadian football, so American football, pretty much, but Canadian version.
Yeah.
That was like second. You had hockey first, and the hockey is the biggest thing ever
in Canada for sure.
And then third, you even had so we were owned by show jumping, you know, business, and you know, their revenue was in the millions a year. So with the prize money for the winner being 2 million and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been to one of those events, and you know, it was a spectacle. So you had a lot more people on show at those events than our events, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were like fourth most popular in the city, and it would be a big difference being in a city like Peterborough, where, you know, most probably you'll be a lot more noticeable when you're going to places. And obviously it does start with building in the community, going to schools, you know, meet and greet, stuff like that. Getting the community on board, helping the community, getting them into football, soccer. So yeah, that's going to be like one of the main goals when we are all there and arrive in town.
Well, I mean, man, you seem pumped. You seem excited for this move. You seem like, you know, you want to continue building your legacy in this sport. One last thing from me. What do the fans have to look forward to? What's your message to those fans?
Yeah, just for me, personally, I'm always going to work one of, if not the hardest on the pitch. Although I'm a striker, you can see in the way I play, intense, aggressive, you know, leading from the front, pressing. You know, I've added things to my game, like holding up the ball, linking up play, different types of goals, things like that. So yeah, I'm just excited considering, you know, the last year I've had in football. So obviously it's almost impossible unless you're a top player to be that consistent year in, year out. But I feel like I need to you know, leave off of where I left in Calgary, for example. And just you know, continue doing what I was doing there. And you know, with this time, it's with more age and more experience, more knowledge of the country, the league, football in general, more experiences. So I feel like I'm really confident in what can come.
Dope, man. Well, Jordan, man, good luck. You know, obviously, as always, I'll be trying to stay up as late as I possibly can, or get up as early as I possibly can to watch you do your thing, man. We appreciate you. You know, we appreciate you because it's Footy258, and this is your brainchild. So, if anything, man, as usual, you need me, anything, call me, whatever, advice, boom, boom. I'm not as good as you are right now. Never got to those levels, but as always, I'll always critique you and watch your games, like, do that better. You can do that more. But anyway, man.
That's another thing. I want to say, actually. Yeah, I'm someone where if you're watching me and watching my game, say anything you want about me. I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, fans are supposed to have their opinions.
Right.
And if you think I'm doing something wrong on the pitch, then please say. Because it's your right to, you know, I can never go against that, or, you know, at the end of the day, it's probably better that you do that because it'll give you more motivation.
100%.
But yeah, I'm always open to critique, and I never take it personally or anything like that. So yeah, please support, and you know, also if I'm doing anything wrong, please tell me.
100%. Well, Jordan, man, I appreciate your time, man. I know you got a lot of things going on, busy schedule now that you're making this move. Thank you for answering the questions. Can't wait to see you play. This is Footy258. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure you also follow us on Twitter and on Twitch. I don't know what else to say. I've been Wazik Lee. This is Jordan Brown. Can't wait to see you play, man. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, man. Bless, guys.
All right. Bless.